everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Wokey, and I'm finally back with another Fake Grand Order video. I have been locked away due to work, but I'm finally here, and a week later, ready to start the event, even though it's already had its epilogue and 90 plus is happening. So that's going to be today's video. I'm going to try and do, once again, a full playthrough of it all, where I read through the story. And if you're someone who usually skips the story because they don't have time to read, but you do have time to watch a video, then you can listen to me read the story, go through it, kind of enjoy it at my own pace, I guess. And you can experience the story that way. That is not the way I think that you should experience the stories of Fake Grand Order. I believe that you should read them yourself and get immersed in it and all that, especially because I make a lot of mistakes. But for the people who don't have the time for that, but do have time for watching a video, this is for you. And so I hope you appreciate it. And if you do, you can always show appreciation by leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. Though there's not really much to comment other than, I don't know, tell me how you doing. The story's already gone past everything by this point anyway. And yeah, this is the last time I'll ask for it, because usually when I do these, I think it's annoying that the next video is like, I do the spiel all over again. So I'll only ever do it on the first episode. And at the end of the last episode. So let's begin after that full minute. The prologue: an extraordinary curtain rises. So I can finally get my newsy boy. Prologue. Okay. The applause rings out like thunder. The spotlights bathe me in a blinding light. Life, death, love, romance, it all plays out here. Yes, that's right. This may be the only place I can live out my too short life. But if that life is so bright and beautiful, I have no complaints. I swear on my nose. Is that true for you too, Christian? Oh, right. Your name's not really Christian, is it? Yes, of course I know your name. You're far more famous than I ever was, after all. Christian Bale? Yes, your real name is... Lancelot, hello. Two big beefy men. And a not so beefy man. Eat some more food, dude. I can literally see your abs right there. It's crazy. Booma, please. I know you have a good mom who feeds you, but you need more. Another big man, a little boy. All of Chaldea can really be kind of divided into, are you a big man or are you a little boy? All little boys here. Don Quixote, despite the look of him, that's a big man and is not a little boy. And so I shouted at the top of my lungs, "Vile accursed wizard, release your filthy arms for this instant." Oh, good sir, you are a true hero, a knight among knights, I think. Was the "I think" truly necessary? Enough of this, vile wizard, your life is mine. Whoa. Seems like chivalry is all the rage these days. And they said it's dead. Sure does. I never would have guessed that when Don Quixote and Sancho began sharing tales of their adventures, the author's servants would then start writing new stories. And that some of us would be all too willing to act them out on stage. We're having an explosion of chivalry all around Chaldea. But hey, that's all fine with me. Now I've got servants asking me for my autograph left and right. With a single order, you too can be the knight that you've always dreamed of. Leave your inner barbarian behind and transform yourself into a truly refined grown-up knight. This chivalry set usually goes for 1 million Kupi, but today it could be yours for a mere 800,000. You there! Wish you could get your hands on that chivalry set, but 800,000 is still out of your range? Then how about this more practical chivalry set that comes with just bare essentials? And all for the unbelievably low price of 300,000 QP. What a bargain! Jousting lance sold separately. Some people are even making money off of it. You two might want to tone it down a little before the prefects come knocking. Not to worry, Charlemagne. True, usually when we take things too far, Jean d'Arc comes crashing down on us and sends us back to square one. Indeed. But this time, that very Jean d'Arc is caught up in that same chivalry boom we are taking advantage of. Excuse me, can you let me through? I need to see what's going on over the... Huh? You want my signature? I'm sorry, but I make it a point to never sign strange contracts. You just want my autograph on this signboard? Well, I suppose that's okay. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take my time and do it right. Which means now is the time for to profit. To profit! How strange. Fake. Everyone is mad for knights right now. So why hasn't anyone come to visit me? Have you seen the way you're dressed, my guy? It's your outfit. Thank you, me. It is a good point. Haha, I never thought Caldea would be so enthralled with chivalry. Thanks, Don Quixote. Merci, Don Quixote. And welcome one and all to my age, the age of Roland. Oh, hey, Roland. I see the rest of you are here, too. Hi, my emperor. Huh? My lance? Sure, go ahead and take it. You can't just be giving your weapons out like that, Astolfo. What are you doing, Stolfo? You can't just hand over your noble phantasm to anyone who asks for it. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm just lending it out. And how many things that you just lent out have you completely forgotten about? I just won't do that this time. Yeah, he's pretty forgetful. Alright, I almost forgot, my emperor. Some people have been telling me that they want to join the 12 Paladins. Is that okay? I see. Well, I'm not about to turn away anyone who wants to join our ranks, but I will have to give them a proper interview and such. Although, if I accept them, that'll mean the 12 Paladins will have 13 members. Oh yeah, I said the same thing. In response, he said, "No problem. If anything, being the 13th of the 12 Paladins is a super important position." Oh, that was Aspiring Knight Blackbeard who said that. It is? It is. I see. Well, if you're so sure about it, maybe you're right. Blackbeard's also a giant kid at heart. It's just that also he's in the body of a like 50-year-old pirate man. So he's kind of creepy, but there are times where he's genuinely, when he cares about something, he's like actually a normal guy. The problem is the other half of him. Uh-oh. I'm gonna head to the command room. It's going to be gored off, eating a cake and talking about, we need to stop this singularity. Come on, we should go too. For France. I just realized that this is probably gonna have a bunch of French words in it, and I'm gonna be a big failure on that. French is not. Me and French words do not see eye to eye. I'm here. Thank you for coming, senpai. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I swear that alarm is going to give me a heart attack one of these days. Is it a singularity? Sure is. We're just about to call in compatible servants to... Oh, perfect. They came with you. You mean... Are you talking about us? Sure am. The compatible servants for this latest singularity are the 12 Paladins, including Charlemagne and... What a privilege and honor! What's another good word for occasions like this? How about adventure? That does seem to be where this is going, after all. Good one. What an adventure. I'm all here for it. Hello, everyone. It's us, Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. Hey, Don Quixote and Sancho. Glad to have you with us. Yes, thank you for your help. Hello. Hey, Sancho, are you sure I belong here? I feel a little out of place. Don't worry, sir. You fit right in, doesn't he, master? You're shining brighter than anyone else here. Laying it on a little thick, don't you think? Not at all, sir. She's right. You are shining bright. Really? You're not just talking about my helmet, are you? Of course not. That is not encouraging. Is this everyone? Not yet. There's still one more who... Ha ha ha! Call for the present king and he shall arrive. Yes, it is I, the friend of good people in direct current and the enemy of bad people in Tesla. In today's age, a true hero. Sorry, Tesla. Thomas Alva Edison. Edison! Shoutouts to Gay for Edison, strongest Edison soldier out there. That's right. Now that the king of inventors is here, you have nothing to fear. So tell me, Da Vinci, what kind of singularity are we dealing with here? Is it one where I can, how shall I put this, make full and unbridled use of my unrivaled talents as an inventor? Sure is. Now all eyes up here, please. Let's take a look at the video Sheba sent us. Ding ding. What is this place? Yeah, it's hard to tell from this shot alone, right? I was hoping Trismegistus II would have an answer, but it was actually one of the staff who noticed first. Apparently this is the wing of a stage. A stage? You mean a stage like for a performance of a play? Exactly. Oh, does that mean the singularity is a theater? I've never heard of anything like that. We did have a case not too long ago where the singularity was confined to a single building. Here's the data we just received. Let's see, we still don't know the coordinates or the time period. But judging from the props on the stage, we can safely assume it's sometime in the 2000s. Theater singularity, huh? That doesn't exactly sound like something up the 12 Paladins alley. Are you sure you want us for this, Master? Of course, I'm counting on you guys. Yeah? Alright then. I'll just have to show you how awesome we can be. Still, I might be okay, but what about my paladins? None of them have ever even been much for... They have never been... Okay, hold the fuck up here, okay. Still, I might be okay, but what about my paladins? None of them have ever been much for the arts. And what gives, my emperor? Are you saying we're uncultured boors who don't know the first thing about acting? Because, yep, you'd be right. That's not something to be proud of. I'm not sure. We personally may not have experience with the stage, but what about his characters? Oh yeah, good point. It's true. Off the top of my head, there's a famous musical about Don Quixote. Yes, that is a fantastic musical if you've never heard it. And there's also an opera with Roland as its main character. Me, the main character, huh? I like the sound of that. Me too, I want to be the main character too. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to be the side character to the main character in your main series. Okay, all in good time. As for demonic beasts and other hostiles, we didn't see too many of them in the footage. There were a few servant signals, but none with an especially high-level spirit origin. So while we can be certain there's a holy grail there, there doesn't seem to be much magical energy distortion. All in all, it seems like you'll need to survey the site and take whatever remedial actions are necessary. Besides, with the legendary Charlemagne accompanying you, you should be able to handle anything that comes your way. Okay, let's set this race ship up and get you all on your way. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. Yeah! Charlemagne, Chivalrous Montjoie. Montjoie, I guess is the right way of... I actually don't know the right way of fucking saying that word. This looks like a Yakuza level. I should know, because they make you, like, repeat those levels, like, through every single game once they add one. So this is, it's like right where the Tojo, the Tojo headquarters are. If you remember that scene in the Tojo headquarters, it takes place in Yakuza 1, 2... I'm pretty sure you go to it in 3. You don't go to it in 4, I don't think. You go to it in 5. You definitely don't go to it in 6. You don't go to it in 7, and you don't go to it in 8. So there you go. I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. Just because you're in other places. Anyway, so this is the place. Hey, the lights aren't working. It seems the power's out. It's always something with these singularities, isn't it? Very well then, I'll just have to shine my own lights on these proceedings. Bright-ass lion, man. Behold the brilliance of civilization. How? I can't see anything. Edison! You're blowing out the video feed. Do something. Oh, sorry. Let me just turn it down a little. I have to be careful because I feel like the inner voice in me in Edison wants me to do a shitty version of Winston every single time. Like I try and do a voice for Edison. There we go. Hey, what's the big idea, bulbs for brains? I was enjoying a perfectly lovely nap. Yes, even though I'm a servant and you went and woke me up. Who's there? I am the ruler of this theater. Excuse me, you could come out and show yourself. We'd really appreciate it. Ha ha ha. Would that I could, my lovely young lady. Alas, I am but a shadowy figure in the truest sense of the word. I can only manifest a physical body in moonlight or man-made light. In other words, this is the most I can muster at the moment. This is Chaldea. I can confirm that shadowy figure is telling the truth. Their spirit origin values are incredibly low. They appear to be a shadow servant, or maybe more accurately, a phantom servant, a phantom spirit. Okay, let's ask them directly. Hey, you. Are you a phantom spirit? Indeed I am. I was summoned here with neither the body I once possessed or a hope of returning to life. Ah, is this stage set for comedy or tragedy? I never wanted my life to become a farce. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Oh, you wish to know my true name. Very well. I am a philosopher, physicist, poet, duelist, and musician of no small renown. I am a traveler and plan to visit the moon one day. My tongue is so sharp I could cut grass without ever leaving my seat. That's right, I am none other than Savanin de Serrano de... Holy fuck me. De Bergerac? Savanin de Serrano de Bergerac? Is there an easier way of... Serrano de Bergerac! Oh my, you really are famous. Indeed I am, my fair-eared young lady. If I were a proper servant, I would surely be a saver, but alas, I am presently a literal shadow of my former self. Seriously, how did I end up like this? I wish I could lodge a complaint about it. By the way, who might all you be? It's true, I think we should say we're servants summoned by the Holy Grail. Especially since we don't know yet whether he's friend or foe. Good idea. Da Vinci, can you quietly let all the other servants here know to hide their true names? You got it. I'm a servant who was summoned by the Holy Grail. I don't have a name, but you can call me Chuck. Oh ho! I see. The rest of us are in pretty much the same boat. Let's see. From left to right, we have Grandpa Don, Miss Maid, Mr. Lion, Rolla, Manty as Stolfo, and I'm Wokey, a caster. Oh, wait a sec, did you just almost call me ass? Of course not, you're probably just hearing things, Stolfo. Are you servants perhaps capable of fighting? Sure are. I see. Then I have a request to make of you. Ghosts and demonic beasts have begun stalking the theater and its environs. I would be most grateful if you would be so kind as to eliminate. I do have other servants here serving as cast and crew, but only one of them can fight. The rest are practically phantom spirits themselves, so they're quite helpless. Got it. Well, we have some questions we want to ask you anyway, so why don't you start by filling us in? Very well, but what would you like to know? Do you know where the Holy Grail is? Or maybe even have it yourself? I do know where it is, but no, it is not in my possession. The same is true for every servant here. What do you think, Stolpo? Yes. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be lying to me. No, that's supposed to be my job. Great, then we don't need to be enemies. Which means we'll be glad to patrol the theater. Hey, Macaster, don't know much about this guy, but have you ever heard of this Serrano person before? No, I haven't. When you're done with this job, I'm gonna have a history test waiting for you. Aw, come on. Very well then, if I may, allow me to tell you all what I know about our esteemed hosts in this theater. Lord Serrano de Bergerac was an author and duelist from 17th century France. That's not all I was. Indeed not. He also studied science and philosophy and wrote a novel in the form of travelogue to the moon. Whoa, a sci-fi story all the way back then? However, he is almost certainly best known as the inspiration for the protagonist of the play written by 19th century playwright Edmund Rostand, Serrano de Bergerac. Yes, exactly. There are three main characters in the play: Serrano, a duelist with a big nose, Roxanne, his distant cousin, and a young handsome duelist named Christian. The play focuses on these three characters' relationships. In wonderful comedic fashion, or perhaps tragic fashion, you might even say heroic fashion if you were so inclined. We have multiple film versions stored in Chaldea's archive, so please feel free to watch them if you're so inclined. And that is everything I know about you. Now, if I may ask, are you the Lord Serrano who served as the inspiration for Serrano de Bergerac, or the protagonist of Serrano de Bergerac? Ha! Why, the protagonist, of course, my lovely lady. Let me cut it right to the chase. Are you this singularity's ruler? Unfortunately not. My most sincere apologies for that. But you do know where the Holy Grail is, right? Oh yes, of course. So, where is it? Somewhere in this theater. However, it will only manifest when a specific condition is satisfied. And what is that? Serrano de Bergerac. Serrano de Bergerac? So... you? Yes, but in this case, it refers to the play named for me. Aha, now I see. You are all here for a reason. Good news, everyone. We're going to put on a play. A play? Gasp. Shock. I love that Edison's shocked face makes him... Oh! Charlemagne. Thomas Edison, Don Quixote and Sancho. Roland and Astolfo. Yangafoy and Bradamante. And the mysterious saber behind her. And Serrano de Bergerac. Charlemagne, Chivalrous, Montjoie. Alright, and that's the prologue. So I'll be back tomorrow with more video as I continue to make my way through the event, and we'll see how long this is. Hopefully it doesn't actually take me a week to get through everything, but I should at least remember to, oh wait, that's right, I have to go in here. Shit. It'll eventually get there. I have to unlock my, my CE for the event. But anyway, that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you very much. I'll see you probably likely tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, eventually we'll get there. Till next time, bye bye.